Okay. Minutes ago.
Well,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
I also shared it a little bit later.
Sky Zone open this week. Sky Zone is like a big trampoline, indoor trampoline like place. It's in McDonald. They just opened one in McDonald because everything else was like over an hour away. Like, and now they just opened one in McDonald.
Speaking of hearing, you should.
Hello, hello, hello.
I can hear you. I thought it was after that commercial, but apparently we have a couple more commercials. So.
Gotcha.
Just-
Who sits here during the middle of the day?
Most of the time that's Stephanie's seat.
She
I
has,
know she was there today.
she has pretty handwriting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And sometimes, but they pass that thing right there around.
Well, somebody has pretty handwriting.
I don't think it's Scotty. It's because I'm on YouTube.
Oh.
I've got to get my mom over to American Family and let them give her some rates. Family and let them give her some. I guess he has it fixed to where they all play because like typically I don't know what he's done different, but typically this right here would be like what's going to play next, and Ladies Night's been right there for a minute, and all the commercials are still playing, which is good because I want to get the commercials in there, but
Right. Yeah, it's gonna play every
every
single one.
single one of them. Yeah, because then it should be the new car wash and then ladies' night. Yep.
We're just gonna twiddle our thumbs.
We've twiddled other things.
Exactly.
Worse than our thumbs or
Right.
better than our thumbs.
Right.
I don't know. It depends on what we're talking about.
It's playing them all over
I
again.
really don't
Oh, no.
understand why it's doing that right there. I just don't get this.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody. Welcome. This is Just for Fun Radio. You are listening to Ladies Talk. This is DJ Smiles. It's been a long time, way too long, since I've been down here on the mic. And I'm just going to tell you, I wanted all of our great commercials to play. Of course I did. But I just couldn't figure out how to get them to stop playing. So, anyway, I might have to have a little one-on-one from the DJ because it seems like a few things have changed. But I am super stoked about Ladies Talk tonight. And in the studio with me, I have one of my favorite girls, Ashley.
Hello.
And we got to come up with a name for Ashley because
Yes.
our Zaylee calls her
Right. Yes.
And I didn't know how. I didn't think she wanted me to go like, "Hey, it's DJ Smiles and
No. I think we'll leave the to Zaylee.
But I find myself referring to you as so it's kind
Yes.
of funny. But oh wow, I mean, I've really missed these talk. We've got a lot of people that have people have been asking, "Hey, where you at? Where you at?" And we've missed it, but kind of took a little break, and we had holidays, New Year's.
And then of course we've moved it to Mondays. So
Mondays.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yep. Because I was actually informed by herself
yes.
that Thursday nights there's a lot of great shows that come on TV. So, and I started thinking about it, and you're right.
Yes.
So, hopefully, new date, same time because it's still 7-ish. Although we were down here at 7.
Better late than never.
You got it right. I just couldn't figure out how to get the commercials to stop playing. So I was enjoying, I guess, promoting our fabulous sponsors, which, like I said, is always great. But anyway, at least I remembered how to get to this point.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. But there's a lot of great things going on. Been a lot of great things going on, and whenever it comes to us ladies, there's always something to talk about. So. If y'all are listening already, thank you so much for tuning in. And do me a favor, call a friend, text a friend, tell somebody, hey, Ladies Talks live on Just for Fun Radio. And hopefully they already have the app because all the cool kids have the app.
Of course.
Yep. But if you're on social media, which most 99.9% of us are, take a second to share it and let everybody know that Ladies Talk is live on Just for Fun Radio because we want everybody to join in. And now they have this cool thing that Alex from Tech Talk started doing with the beautiful Danielle, and they do Google Hangout.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, and I knew nothing about it until you were trying to explain it.
I've read a little bit about it because I'm hoping that we can, I'm sure there's going to be people because everybody can listen everywhere around the world from out of state, and it would be kind of cool if you can sit from home and kind of be a part of Ladies Talk or Just for Fun Radio, any of the shows. So if there's anyone out there that's interested in that, please let me know. We'll help you figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But
Right.
It's really cool because like whenever they're on YouTube, when they're watching YouTube, whenever she talks, like you can see her also on camera, which is really neat.
Oh, that is neat.
Mm-hmm. And whenever she's talking and they're having conversation, I mean, it sounds just like she's in the studio. So it's a really, I mean, technology is pretty amazing. But so if there's ever anybody interested in being a part of the show in that way, then please let us know because I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm anxious to try that. So, and Tammy, she's in Virginia. I know she's wanting to do it. She said she's gonna have to get her granddaughter to help figure that out. So
I can understand that.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But today Scotty and I went for a little bit of wind therapy, and that's always nice. We rode out to Social Circle to the pizzeria. Neat place. We had some they were called spring rolls, but they were stuffed with like some Italian sausage and had some fresh mozzarella and spinach and you dip them in a really good like a marinara sauce, a pizza sauce, and they were amazing. They were so good.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I think I'm want to get out there and try new things because that's one thing when it comes to food, like I don't experiment very much. So
I used to be that way, and I was that way with wine too until I went to Gravity. True story. I mean, I had like Zinfandel and that kind of, I just had the basics, and I, whenever I got out and started trying things, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. But we were actually sitting and talking with the cook there. I believe his name is Jamie. I'm horrible with names, but super cool guy, and he's the one that suggested those to us because I don't know. I guess it's probably one of his favorites is the cook there, and I'm glad he suggested. We had that and a salad. I'm learning to eat like Scotty and I. We shared an appetizer and we shared a salad. Like
Right.
you go somewhere to eat and you both order entrees and order an appetizer before. We always waste so much food.
It is. It's way too much food.
Yep. So we're like, I've even caught myself when I go out to eat places, I'm ordering off the kitty menu. I mean, like I go to
Right.
Chick-fil-A for lunch and I order a kid's meal.
And it's easier places like that, but a lot of places, especially like sit down restaurants,
Yeah.
they try to stop you from that. And I'm like, but I don't need more food than that.
Yeah. I mean, we're all kid at heart. And
Right.
if you want to charge me a couple extra bucks in order for me to get a smaller portion and not waste food, I'm okay with that. Because I mean, I don't need, well, the thing is, sometimes we feel obligated to eat it all because we're paying all this money for this huge entree. And anyway, they say in other countries that's why we are the way we are here is because everywhere you go, everything is in such large portions.
Oh, yes, it is.
So, and I think we've just kind of become accustomed to it, but a lot of that's changing. But anyway, yeah, they had some really good food out there, and now like as far as appetizers, if you notice how many people, most places their appetizer menu has really really grown, so you can almost find like they had meatball sandwiches at this restaurant, but if you looked on the appetizer menu, they had meatball sliders.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that works.
If I was in the restaurant business, I would be like, I would be working on that right there, making the appetizer menu a little bit more appealing to people like myself.
Well,
Because
not speaking of the food anymore, I'm just jealous of the bike ride because it has been forever since I have been on a bike.
but we got our license together.
Yes, we got our license together, but we haven't gotten back on a bike since.
How funny is that? Like I mean, that was probably, I guess you could say that was a bucket list for us. We both went and got our
Yes.
motorcycle license
Yes.
together at Falcon Fury Harley. And no, it was not Falcon
No,
Fury. It
it
was
was
Stone
Stone
Mountain
Mountain.
Harley.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was a great place back then, by the way. But anyway, and we did a 4-day class and got our motorcycle license. We'll have to tell that story one day. But yeah, the motorcycle ride was most definitely, I don't know, I needed it. We call it wind therapy,
Oh, yeah.
But
Definitely.
it's a great little place. But speaking of good food, we typically go to places in the area. We go to the Social House a lot because we love them and
Oh,
their
yes, we
food.
do.
Scotty loves their po' boys, of course. He was bragging about those today.
I love their BLTs.
Yeah, their potato skins are probably one of my
Oh,
favorite.
yes.
I always get the potato skins. But it's nice to kind of venture out, and especially on a beautiful day like today, and go see what else is out there. So that's what we did. But yeah. So what were you talking about as getting ready to open up?
Oh, Sky Zone. It's an inside trampoline place. They had them on the other side of Atlanta. They have like 2 other locations, but they just opened one this week in McDonough.
Can adults go there?
Yes.
Is it just for kids?
No,
Is it-
I think it's all ages.
oh, really? So
Yeah.
you like go in there and just jump on trampolines?
Yes. Yes.
Ah, if you think about it, chicks on trampolines, the guys would be excited about
Oh
that
yes,
too.
definitely.
That would be a lot of fun though. I'd probably have to be very careful because I'm not as young as I used to be.
Right.
I used to get out there and jump on some trampolines, but I have to work now, so I have to be real careful. Those type of activities that I choose, without a doubt. But we need something like that in this area.
Well, I was trying to pull up to show you kind of what it looks like.
I have a message coming in reminding me about another place that we ate. Scotty and I rode out and we actually stayed the night. It was up around Oconee, and we went to this neat little Mexican place. And Abby would like to remind me of my friend Six that we met there.
Oh yes, I remember hearing that story.
We need to go back and see him. The food was absolutely amazing there. Really, it was very good food, and the place was just a small little Mexican restaurant. But our waiter, he said that they called him Six back in his country because he had an extra thumb, and he did. And I thought I was pretty amused. But anyway, the margaritas there were good too, which made his thumb even more amusing, I guess. Hey, but you know what?
Wow.
When I post that picture of him, yes, I asked him if I could take a selfie with him. I thought Scotty, it's hard to embarrass Scotty, but I think he was just about ready to crawl under the table because, when he come to take care of us and I noticed he had the extra thumb, and it's just like a little bitty thumb, just kind of stuck off the side of his other thumb, and it was really cute. And as soon as I seen it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanna touch it. And everybody at the table with me was like, Crystal, don't do it. And I was like,
Right.
but I just want to touch it.
That's great.
I can't be the only one who's ever wanted to ask him about his thumb. But he was super, super nice about it. And he did let me touch it. And he let us take a picture with him and everything. And he said that back in his country, they call him Six. And I thought that was so funny. But anyway, whenever I share the picture in the story, turns out there's been several people that have actually seen him when he's waiting on them. So it was actually really, really funny.
Oh, that is cool.
But yeah. I've got all kind of great texts coming in, and I'm not I am a multitasker typically, but it takes me a minute. So everybody forgive me if I don't read your text immediately. Because it just takes me a second. Now I see why Scotty feels like he needs a what do you call it? He would probably call it a secretary. It's a secretary.
Yes. Yes.
To just manage his messages and stuff like that. But Dusty is listening to the show.
Hey, Dusty.
I love you, Dusty. I haven't got to see her in a while. She last couple times I've been out at Social House, she has been busting her butt in there. They have been busy, 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 and she's been working. I miss I need a moment just to come sit down and chill with her because they've been really, really busy out there, so that's a good thing. Last time I was in there, speaking of Social House, there was a 3-man trio in there, and they were called John, Chris, and Scott, or something like that's their names.
It's Chris, John,
and Scott, maybe.
I think it's Chris, John, Scott.
Yeah, and they're
I
out
think it's
there.
right.
At least I know once a month now. And
Right.
if you all have not got to check them out, Social House books them often as possible, I'm sure, because they are extremely entertaining, and y'all need to go get you some good food and some good entertainment out at Social House.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to hearing them. I wasn't able to go the last time they were there, but I know that you played the video for me.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I could
did.
hear because you were just bragging about them, like really.
I mean, they were really good. It's like whenever we seen them setting up, we were there for something. But anyway, they were setting up, and we were like, "Who are these guys?" And they didn't look like the typical, band setting up. Was just 3 guys, and you had your middle-aged guy, and you had your young cool guy with the long dreads, and you had an older guy. And I'm thinking, okay, so what are these guys up to? But man, whenever they started doing their thing together, It was so cool. I mean, they went from, the different types of music that they played was just amazing. I mean, they would go from Alice in Chains to Journey to, it was just really, really good. So, anyway, if you ever get the opportunity to go check out Chris, John, and Scott at the Social House, you should, and eat some potato skins and stuff.
Oh, definitely potato skins.
It was really, really good. Oh, how I've missed Ladies Talk. I have really, really missed everybody, all the topics and just having a place to come sit and vent. And Scotty told me to stop. He's fixing this. Look, let me tell y'all something. Scotty sits upstairs with his fancy iPads and stuff, and he moves things around down here. He can control our sound and all that kind of good stuff, and it will really mess with you. Not that it takes much to mess with me, but he's literally controlling this over here. And I look to the right, and the Sam's program is just like all crazy. And for a second, my heart stopped because I thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? And the whole time he's up there on Team Viewer and he's doing this. So,
well, speaking of Ladies Talk, I am really excited about this new venture with you and being here with all these ladies and listeners. I didn't get to come very much because Thursdays are a very busy day for me. So moving it to Mondays, I'm glad to be able to spend my one night off a week here.
I know. I kept saying, Ashley, come join us. And it was on Thursdays. And she has two beautiful girls. She's a single mom. Yes, guys, she's single. But anyway, she was always busy. They're in cheer and drama and all this great stuff going on. And, she's one of those responsible parents. I could never talk her into being irresponsible.
I'm telling you, yeah, I've tried a couple times, but it just don't work for me.
Like, So I'm glad that Monday's opened up for us. And I'm really glad that you were like, oh, I'll do it with you. And so here we are. And it's gonna be really good, without a doubt. I have I was like thinking, what are we gonna talk about? But me and you, we talk all the time and we can talk about anything.
Yes, definitely.
If not that she would tell y'all, but Ashley's one of these few people that are really close to me, and she knows, I'm pretty sure she knows everything about me. And
Sure.
I think we share most of our secrets. So it's not hard for us to sit around and talk about things that ladies talk about. That's for sure. That is for sure. And we do quite a bit of that without a doubt. But I'm getting lit up over here in messages, but dead air.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Well, it's like my phone's not going off. So this is all on you here.
I know, right? Well, a lot of people are just really glad that we're back. And that's what I'm
Right.
getting a lot of. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody tuning in, because if we didn't have listeners, it wouldn't be much of a show now, would it? I did go ahead and share the link to the YouTube page too, because y'all, some people actually do want to watch. And I never understood that whenever Scotty started talking about how he was going to video and camera in the studio. I was like, for what? But you know what? It works, because a lot of people like to tune in and see what's going on. And then you got those that like to catch us on break too. So yeah, that's always interesting. But anyway, how about this? Today I was watching some television, which I don't watch very often. And I was intrigued by an alarm clock that is out.
Oh, yes, yes.
I mean, it was one of those things that whenever you hear it and you hear it's an alarm clock that's for ladies, and it makes you just stop and go, what in the world are they talking about? And I will share this on the Ladies Talk Facebook page too, because there's going to be, y'all are going to want a little bit more information on this, but get in line, ladies, because it's already sold out. But I'm sure that it's called The Little Rooster, right?
Yes, Little Rooster.
Did you check that out?
Yes, I did. It was like Little Rooster Wake Up Sexy. Like I was like,
wow, no, how the heck does this work? So basically what it is it's an alarm. It's a alarm clock, and it says it comes in a beautiful gift box. So if anybody would like to gift someone with one of these, we'll get you our address. But anyway, it's discreetly packaged, but it is a little rooster alarm clock vibrator. And basically, I'm sure all of you could use your imagination about how this works, but it's an alarm clock that's used to wake up women. And it says that I don't know how to read this, but it's
Right.
got 30 different levels, and it even comes with a warranty, and it features a snooze button as well.
And a play button, it says.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says feature snooze and play.
It says Little Rooster is whisper quiet for 27 levels, and Little Rooster S is completely silent and more powerful and features a travel lock. So start your day as you mean to go on. Little Rooster wakes sexy. And yes, like I said, I will gladly share this on Facebook, but
oh my gosh, it says Little Rooster for men too. What?
oh, interesting. Now, see, I didn't read all that.
Oh, it said they're wanting like to see how many people are interested in it before they, do that also.
Oh, for the men?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly how that would
don't know
work, and
how
it would
that
be
would work
really tough
either.
to go into a detailed conversation about that.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, my mind's kind of wandering. But yeah, I mean, they'll come up with anything now, but I don't care what kind of alarm clock it is, and no trick has worked for me. I will mash snooze several times, but I want to think that this would be one you probably would not want to mash snooze on.
No,
You'd
no.
be like, okay, all right, I'm awake.
And I wonder how long it took them to sell out. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, because the minute that you click on the website, it says sold out.
Right.
But I'm gonna go right now and post this on our Ladies Talk page so y'all can go check it out if you like to. But the Little Rooster, I mean, somebody's getting rich. That's all I got to say. You can't really hate them. Can't really hate them for that, because somebody had the idea, they thought it up, they done it, and they're making money off of it. So pretty cool, pretty interesting if you ask me. And is Scotty still messing with this stuff over here? I think he is. I just need him to let me know whenever we have to go pay the bills. I'm just gonna roll with it. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we're pretty decent. We're pretty good at rolling with it, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I was going back. I was still on the Little Rooster site, and there was some replies of how the customers have used this. So I was reading those.
How are the reviews, Ashley? Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, this one said she was given it as a wedding gift by her friend and to take on her honeymoon. And she was like, I don't need it on my honeymoon. So she figured out other ways to use it and wore it during romantic dinners and everything. So
it's like the multiple use. That's what I'm looking for. The multiple use alarm clock. Wow. I noticed it comes in different colors too. And it's white, pink. Not that the color would really matter.
Right.
But hey, how funny. And I wonder what made them name it the Little Rooster. I guess because, roosters cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah.
Rise and shine.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, but that's kind of funny. It's not kind of funny. It's very funny. But hey, if any of you ladies order it and are successfully or able to order it since it's sold out, we want you to call us with your review, because I'd like to talk to somebody who would tell me, I don't know, their insight on it.
Oh, I have to read this review. It says, I actually once set mine to go off 20 minutes into a Tinder date. It made me feel so bad sitting in a crowded cafe with a man I just met, him not knowing why I couldn't focus on his words.
Hey, if you think about it, that's kind of cool though, because if you were bored,
right,
you just set your alarm off.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That is hilarious. I mean, I really didn't know if it was real, but until I googled it, it was real. I thought maybe somebody was just being funny on
Yeah.
TV. But
Never had heard of it till you sent me that link today, and I was like, wow.
wow is right.
In fact, I think that's what I texted back was just wow.
I think you did. I think you did. And then I came downstairs. They were finishing up the morning show, and um, Scotty and Stephanie and Mike were here, and I was like, wait until you hear about this. And of course, I had to go ahead and tell them a little bit
Right.
about it. And I think Stephanie said wow too, actually.
I mean, what else other word can you use?
Intelligent. I don't know.
Yes,
Someone
definitely.
was very smart.
Yes.
My iPhone is very smart, but my iPhone cannot do that.
Right. Right.
That's probably owned by Apple though, in some crazy way, if you think about it. But yeah, because Android could never be smart enough to come up with something like that. I'm just an Apple person. Ha ha ha.
Scotty's a little late to the party. He is just now tagging us.
That's because he's
Like,
been
stop.
busy over here. He's got it all set up though. He's he's got it set up over there, I suppose.
Of course, he's busy being popped too. So
He is, because he's up there taking care of good old Zay.
yeah, of course.
Good old Zay for us. And I don't know what you're talking about, Philip. Philip texts and says what is, but I don't even know. I don't even know. He must be making fun of the way I said something. I have no idea. I'm not even going to try to say it. He spelled something out for me, but anyway, on to other topics. They were also speaking about a new, like eyebrows. You see people go through all types of things trying to have like the perfect eyebrows, and
Right.
they, we draw them on, we tattoo them on. Well, now there is a new process, and it's called it's kind of like tattooing, but it's called microblading, and it looks extremely realistic. Like they literally take, the best way I know how to describe it was, they said they take these microscopic little razor blades, and it's anywhere from $450 to like $800 to have it done. They said it depends on what state you live in,
Right.
and it lasts anywhere from a year to 3 years. Like some people will go have it touched back up because it's semi-permanent, but it looks just like real hair because they literally take it and they do little tiny fine lines, and it really, it looked pretty amazing. But the lady said it didn't take very long to have it done, and she claimed that it didn't really hurt. But I'm going to also share some of that, but you should look it up. It's called microblading for eyebrows. And I'm like, what's next? Whenever I
Right.
seen the pictures of it, I was pretty impressed. But I'm one of those females. I have blonde eyebrows, so you really can't see my eyebrows very well anyway. But I would love to have like your eyebrows, or our Emmy. You see
Right.
Emmy's eyebrows? They're just like our daughter Emmy. She has beautiful shape, like these hot eyebrows. So,
But I don't know about that, because to go through that, whether it hurts or not, but just to go through the whole procedure and know that it's only going to last 1 to 3 years, and that you're going to have to go back and do it again.
right.
I'm not sure.
But it's better than going and getting the permanent like tattooed eyebrows.
They say that doesn't last either. I was actually reading some comments. I never read the article about the eyebrows, but I did read some of the actual, like a few of the comments under it. And that was one of the things, that there was a girl in there was talking about the fact she had actually gotten hers tattooed on, and they did not last either. I was like, I don't understand if they're, a tattoo not lasting like up there, but I don't know.
Well, just like any other tattoo though. I guess you got to get it touched up, because
right.
I've got 3, and especially if you get them color tattoos, you do have to go get those touched
Well,
up.
yes, yes.
But I wonder, like, even, and I don't know enough people, or I haven't looked at it enough or looked into it enough to know. But like, if you go get the eyeliner tattooed on, do you have to have that touched up? I'm sure you do, though.
Right.
But that, the same show that was introducing to me the little rooster alarm clock was also talking about the eyebrows, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I've actually pulled up some pictures here, and just for the heck of it, I'll share some of those on Ladies Talk too whenever we get a second. But yeah, that's things. I mean, every time you turn around, there's something new being introduced to us ladies, and we're always looking for different ways to wake ourselves up or to perfect ourselves, apparently.
Right. Exactly.
But I almost said something, and I'm trying to keep it PG-13, and
Right.
I was thinking about that alarm clock again. So, because I've woke up before, till a rooster, but it wasn't an alarm clock.
Right.
So, anyway,
All right.
I wonder if a female invented that alarm clock.
That's a good question.
But we'll have to Google that crap. We'll have to Google that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
We will definitely have to look it up.
I'm still on their site, so
Are you really?
I can just.
So
easily see if it's on
last time I was down here, that we had the monitors to where I could kind of, and Scotty's gonna have to get us another computer hooked up down here, but like I could search stuff and Ashley could see me searching stuff, and we could kind of look at it together. I missed that feature. I don't think I realized how cool that was until we don't have it anymore.
Yeah, there's been how many times tonight have you said, "Hey, look at this"? It's like I can't see
you
it.
Can't see it, can you? I can see it. I got it right here in front of me, but you can't see it.
Right.
So, but I said, but
Yeah. Trying to think. Was there something else that we had to discuss? I'm trying to remember.
I'm sure there is. But, since we were here last time, we have picked up some new sponsors. And have you had a chance to go out to Revolution Threads yet in Porterdale?
No, I have not made it out there yet.
Oh, Ashley, you've got to go. Jennifer Wolf opened Revolution Threads there in Porterdale, and it's just a neat little place. But what I love about it, and I actually put some clothes there on consignment myself about a week ago, but you can take your clothes out there and put them up for consignment, so you make a little bit of money, but it's not your typical consignment shop, because they have, she has such a great selection of really nice clothes. It's very gently used clothes. It's not like walking into, how sometimes you'll go into a consignment shop and they're very unorganized. It's a really, really cool, little fun place. So if you haven't been out there, maybe me and you need to take a field trip and go see Jennifer.
Oh, I love field trips.
Let's do it.
Yes.
We'll take some people with us. Clean out our closets first and go down there and sell some clothes and buy some clothes.
Yeah, I think we could all, get rid of some.
And what's cool about that is it's right around the corner from the social house.
Yes.
So if we go there like a Saturday or Sunday, we could just make a girls' day of it. And actually, Zach is right there too. So we always go to see Zach. But Zach is traveling. I had someone ask about Zach just a minute ago, and Zach is doing his thing. He's still doing Rock Your Hair, and he was in New Orleans. He came home, and then he flew to California.
Right.
He came home, and then I seen he's in New York.
Yes, busy.
I mean, it's pretty fabulous that he's that busy. He's a little rock star.
Oh, I'm excited for him. Like, just being able to see the pictures, and he looks like, he's really, really enjoying it.
I mean, he's a great example of like having a dream and setting goals and just going after it. And he really is, he's really doing his thing. So I'm really, really proud of him for that. And I know whenever he was out in LA this last time, he went to he went to further his education because
Yeah, I
it
was gonna say
wasn't
he was
just
in
work.
school. Yes.
He did.
Yes.
Him and a friend of his, she's super cool. I met her on his birthday at Social House with Mallory is her name.
Okay.
And so they both went out there, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Typically, I'm already called like, hey, how was it? But he's been so busy that I haven't even got to talk to him. So thanks everybody for asking about him, though. I know that'll mean a lot to him. So, but
Yeah, I've got to catch him when he's home. I mean,
I know that's what
I
everybody's
need an
saying.
appointment. It's like it is.
Yeah, everybody's like, man, we got to catch Zach whenever he's in town because we all need our hair done, and you know how that is. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to take a quick break here in just a second, and you know, moving it to Monday, we've decided to call Ladies Talk Motivational Monday, and whenever we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about empowering each other as women, and because that's really what we wanted to do with Ladies
Absolutely.
Talk is talk about things that help us to help each other. And Motivational Monday is going to be pretty much our focus from here on out. On Mondays, when it comes to Ladies Talk, throughout the week, I'd like for all of us to do things to. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted here, but do things to motivate each other, and then be able to come back and talk about it and empower each other all the while. And my phone is going nuts.
Yes,
it is going nuts. So let me check and see what everybody's got to say. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in, and be patient with me because I'm full of us tonight.
Yeah, we both are. We're just kind of, trying to get back in here and get
and
everything started.
I think nerves have got me just a little bit. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But it's not as easy just to jump on a mic and just start talking and knowing that people are listening and all that kind of good stuff. But we're glad there are. So everybody stay tuned. You're listening to Ladies Talk on Just for Fun Radio with DJ Smiles and Ashley. Here's a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. I'm sorry. I just keep getting like totally stumped here.
Well, really and truly, like this is my first time. Before I've just been a background person.
Yeah.
So it's like just getting my feel of.
And it takes a little bit. It wasn't as prepared.
Well, we've had
It's
a lot going
more
on.
fun. Like,
I felt so bad because I've been like staring at my phone the whole time, but it was like I had like YouTube pulled up for a little while, watching ourselves, and but not having anything to look at. I don't know. Okay, so here is like part of what the inside of Sky's. It's
I mean, which is a great,
awesome.
awesome thing.
Right.
But it's like there's a lot of stoked that
Like that's just
could you
a.
imagine a scenario?
I know. That's what I want to know. Like, I mean, I've never thought about the fact of, if there's like an age limit or what. Like, they have like birthday parties and stuff. I thought about doing like Zoe's birthday party.
Abby said she got a $25 gift card. I wonder what all her DJ
I don't want DJ Ash.
DJ
Oh, look, they even have a toddler time at Sky Zone. It's a toddler time. Like, look.
I would love doing that.
I know. Yeah, it says all ages are welcome. So.
Trying to come up with a name for you, but they're like, we need to know a little bit about her. Ask questions.
Okay. Yeah, we can have a question and answer.
Ask a question and do a question and answer.
Need to go get some more water, but I know I don't want to disturb her.
Oh, we're gonna do that when we come back. Oh wow. Still cry for me. How awesome is it? She's just down on her blanket just ruffling her. Move. Scotty.
I should have known it was Scotty because it wasn't.
Did.
I just always feel like I like slump over when I'm here. And
I don't mean that bad, but it's just natural. But when you sit like this, you feel like you're.
Exactly. I like feel so.
Jeff Matthias said DJ Skin.
No, that sounds a little. I don't know what the word for that is.
Yeah, you work. All right. It worked this time.
Woohoo!
Yay, woohoo! I was so excited because last time, anyway, y'all heard our little intro music wasn't working. So we are back. We're back. And, we were talking about, and I was promoting tonight's show, of course. I am known as Crystal to a lot of people, but for Ladies Talk, it's DJ Smiles. But anyway, we was trying to come up with a good name for Ashley besides because that's what Zaylee calls her. And Jeff Matthias, one of our longest standing listeners, and his beautiful wife, Brianna. I haven't seen Bree and Jeff in a while, so we all need to get together, by the way. But anyway, he had this great idea because he's like, we don't know a whole lot about her. So, well, let's just ask her some questions. So, everybody who's listening, I'm gonna ask Ashley a few questions, and based on the answers, maybe we can all by the end of the show or thereafter come up with a cute nickname for Ashley. So I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go here. So
I don't know
Ashley,
if I want to hear the questions.
We need you to be as honest as possible.
Oh wow. I will try.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right. When you were a little girl, did you think about winning beauty pageants or becoming famous after growing up?
Beauty pageants.
Beauty pageants. Well, I'd say you're beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Would you call yourself lazy?
No.
No, you're not lazy. I agree with that. I mean, considering you have two girls and you don't ever get to slow down very much.
Right.
No, you're not lazy. Okay. How tall are you? And that question's from a listener. How tall are you?
I am 5'8".
5'8". Yes, Dusty, this is Ashley Skinner that's with me. Okay, you seem so much taller than that, or I'm just really short.
Right.
Okay, all right. So, what would constitute a perfect day for you?
A perfect day?
A perfect day, not date. Day.
Oh, that's what I was like.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't speak very good English. So.
Okay. Oh, wow. A perfect day. That would be sitting on the beach, drinking alcohol.
Hey, amen to that. There's nothing.
I mean,
hey, we got a lot in common there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be a perfect day for me too.
No worries, no nothing. Like just enjoying the day.
I know most all of our listeners would agree.
All right.
Do you consider yourself a happy person?
For the most part, yes.
Why did your first relationship end, and are you still in touch with that guy? You don't have to answer that whole part if you don't want to. But it says,
No.
why did your first relationship end, and are you still in touch with that guy?
Well, I can't remember back to my first relationship, but I was actually married for 10 years. And we were young when we got married, and some, things happened and grew apart, but we are actually really good friends. And of course, we have our two beautiful daughters together. So I think we're almost closer now as just friends than we were when we were actually married.
I think that says a lot about a person because, relationships, they go astray sometimes. But if you can stay and have a good relationship, especially for your kids, I think that says a lot about a person.
Right.
Because there's some females and guys out there who just don't ever figure out how to do that. So that's pretty cool. How do you like your eggs cooked?
Scrambled.
With cheese?
With cheese
Yay,
eggs.
cheese
Oh my
eggs.
gosh, why did I not think about cheese eggs?
And what is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
That would be my two girls.
Amen.
I am, 100%. That's where my mind is
Amen.
as a mom. So
Names are coming in already, DJ Busy. Okay. Have you ever thought about jumping out of a window?
No.
On a trampoline, maybe, huh?
Right.
We just talked about that, but
Yes.
not a window. Good. I'm glad that you haven't thought of that, or thought about that.
Right.
What is the one thing that always brings a smile to your face besides me?
Right, of course. No, actually, that's what I was gonna say. It's just friends and family. That does it for me every time.
There you go. Alternate sharing something that you consider a positive characteristic of your partner and share a total of 5 of them. You know what? Let's skip that question. Obviously, you all, I'm not making these questions up as I go. So,
Right.
Okay. If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. I guess this question's saying what would, let's skip that one too. Come on, Crystal, you should have
Yeah.
proofread a
Come
lot
on
better
now.
than this. Okay.
We need short questions.
No joke. What if anything is if anything is too serious to be joked about?
I know to me it's like drug use, drug addiction.
Right.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, because that's actually it's a serious issue.
Right.
When you're dealing with any type of addiction, to me, yeah, I agree.
Right.
Okay, have you ever wanted a pet?
I am not a pet friendly person.
Yeah.
No,
You just don't like them.
No, I don't. And my girls, they try to pretend like they do, and we can't even keep fish. We're just not pet people.
Are those fish still alive?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, man.
They are not. We actually went through 2 sets of them.
Oh, wow.
I don't
it's
know.
busy whenever you're a mom, or parents in general, really, it doesn't even have to be a mom, but even dads, and you're busy and you're working and you're got all the activities and stuff the kids are involved in. It's really hard to take care of pets too.
Oh, yes.
Because I've never been a pet person. I love Bella, but Scotty had Bella, and I was more of a cat person, I guess, because cats were they go to a litter box. And,
Right.
I think puppies and stuff are really, really cute. And I know these questions aren't about me. And why am I turning it into me?
No, you're good.
But
Keep
anyway,
on
I'm
going.
just okay, let me tell you what my answer would
Right.
be.
Right.
Okay, all right, everybody. Sorry about that. On back to Ashley. Do you enjoy cooking? And what is the most delicious meal that you have ever made? I know the answer.
I know you know the answer. I despise cooking. bottom line, despise it. I just never been. I mean,
that's okay. I'll cook for you because I like to cook. Not that anybody's asking me,
know.
but I love to cook.
Yes, that's why I just come and eat at your house.
Please do.
Well, I mean, and the big thing is the fact we do have such busy lives, like me and the girls. I mean, it's hard.
Right. And I get that too. That's why, yeah, if and when you ever decide to get into a relationship, you need a good cook. Find you a chef.
Yes.
Or not. Okay, all right, some inside jokes there. But anyway, it says, do you have any unresolved temper issues? And if yes, then how do you handle them?
No, I really don't. It's you have to do something like really, really bad to get me even a little bit angry.
I agree.
And when that happens, I cry.
Yeah.
That's as far as my
You're
anger goes.
almost too nice, you know.
Oh, I am. I am.
You're like one of the, you know, I can call on you for absolute anything, and most anybody in your life can call on you for anything. And I don't know that you've ever really said no. I mean, unless you just could not.
That is a downfall of mine.
Yeah.
Like I really, I mean, no matter what it is or who it is, I will try. Like if I say no, there is good reason for me to say no. I mean, I will try bend over backwards, like just to make whatever situation work.
Yeah, I know that I'll never be able to repay you for everything because it's like our girls, you know, we've been friends for going on 5 years now.
Yes.
And our girls have, you know, when it comes to school, we've had them graduate, get jobs, all this kind of stuff. They know if they can't reach us, they call Ashley. So yeah, she's definitely, she's not good at saying no to anyone, and she does not have a temper at all. So, what are your favorite restaurants in this city?
Ooh, in this city? Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yeah. Well, okay, you don't have to, it can be like this city or surrounding cities.
Well, I really like just country cooking.
Yeah.
Like Paw Paws.
My house is not a restaurant.
I know, really. No, like country cooking, like Paw Paws over there on Sigmund Road.
Yeah.
I really like that kind of cooking because that's what I grew up on.
You know, I've always joked because I've been there a few times. It's been a long time since I've been there, but if you walk into one of those restaurants like that and you've got a lot of the older people sitting around,
oh yes,
you know you're in the right place.
Right, exactly.
I mean, seriously, you go in there, you know, I do have some good food because, you know, the older people here.
Yep.
We all sitting around, but I'm like that too. I like some good country cooking now. I just have like the past maybe 7 or 8 years ventured out and tried other things, you know.
Right.
I used to be only like, and again, here I go making it about me. Not that y'all ask, but anyway. All right. And like I said, we've already got some names coming in. If there's any questions that anyone else would like to ask, you know, you just shoot them right to me. I'm sure Ashley will be glad to answer those for you. Abby says, DJ on the go. Go gadget. Go gadget, Ashley.
I actually had to say go because that's what Zaylee learned how to cheer. So that's what she says.
And I'm being asked, says someone, of course, Dusty knows that you're really good with Zaylee. You do a lot with Zaylee, but do you have another job?
No, actually I just stay at home full time.
Yep.
So
that is a full-time job.
Yes.
That is a full-time job. And with everything that your girls are into, I know. And you know what? I hate to sound a little bit selfish, but I'm so glad you don't have another job.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes.
Zaylee is a full-time job for you, pretty much.
Well, and for a while, she really was my full-time job.
Yeah.
I had her all the time. So during the day.
We are your full-time job.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
All of us, her whole circle of friends. I mean, I really don't know what most of us would do if Ashley wasn't free as much as she is, and her family.
I try.
So no one offer Ashley a job. No, she doesn't want $50 an hour to come work for you. She's happy just, you know, being there at our beck and call.
I don't know. $50 an hour. Sounds pretty good.
I know, right? Well, I mean, whenever I think of what I would call you, I would want to be. Can we just call her DJ Reliable? Dependable? The big D.
Wow.
Why would you call your friend Ashley the big D? Because she's dependable. Where's your mind at, people?
Right.
Oh my gosh. But
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
And no, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
No, don't. I know where you were going with that. No.
She's tall, brunette, busty.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Enough of my description of Ashley, but to sum it up, she's fabulous. So we could call her DJ Fabulous, but I'm being partial because I love her and stuff. And you all stick around. Y'all all love her too before you know it. But everybody give it some thought. And we'll come up with, you're going to come up with we're going to come up with a perfect name for you.
That would be awesome.
We will. What is your middle name, if you don't mind me asking?
Denise.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
So duh two. We'll have duh one and duh two.
Going back to the days of C1 and C2.
Oh, there you go.
The crystals.
Yep.
My fab girls.
Those were some good days.
Yes.
All right. So we were talking about Monday now being our motivational Monday. And I'm super excited about that because it's almost like it just comes natural for some people whenever it comes to, as far as females. I mean, I think we all have that female in our life that we think of that's, always empowering and very motivational.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But things, that we as women can do, and men can actually empower each other too. But, men with their egos, they would probably word it or look at it a little bit differently than, hey, we're going to empower each other.
Right.
We won't go there. But anyway, women and empowering each other, I think a lot of it just comes from attitude and just being confident and not being very judgmental and judgy to each other. But I work in an area, well, with what I do, I have several women who work with me. I don't want to say for me. I mean, I'm a manager.
Right.
And I don't feel like nobody works under me because we all work together. But because I work with a whole lot of different age groups and all of us have different things going on in our life, sometimes I find it very important to remind myself that because I'm in the role I'm in, and I don't mean to sound like conceited or anything because I'm far from that.
Oh, definitely.
But I feel like I have a lot of people that look up to me, not for just guidance at work, but sometimes, especially some of them that I've worked with a long time, they look up to me for guidance in life. And if you have the opportunity to ever be that person to someone, do the best you can to be have a positive impact on them. And sometimes it can be something as simple as listening and just kind of given an ear to hear. And then sometimes it's sharing something that you might have went through that might help them, and you may not even realize you're helping. But just taking a moment to kind of listen to them can be empowering. And I think the word empowering, sometimes whenever you hear it, you think, I don't know, you think like someone that has a whole lot or money or is beautiful or something like that. But it's not. You can empower someone with kind words and things of that nature that just come naturally whenever you're a good person. So, yeah. And I have a listener that's saying that great leaders create great people as well. And you're very right about that. I manage a department, and up under me, you have like an assistant. Right. And whenever I have someone who's worked up under me and they move on, sometimes I hate to see that person go on because I don't want to lose them because they're good. And I'm like, no, I don't want them. They're my right hand.
Right.
It would be like me losing you. I'm like, no,
right.
You can't go on. I need you, But at the same time, I take pride in the fact that they're able to step up the ladder or go do, or do what I do. I've had a couple assistant managers who now run delis of their own and successful delis, and they have even reached back and asked, for my advice here or there. And I take pride in the fact that I was able to train them and they were able to move on.
Right.
So now you can be empowering in ways like that, and just sharing your story sometimes can empower people more than you know, because sometimes people think that they're alone in struggles and things that they're going through, and then they hear your story and they see that you're still smiling through it, and they're like, you know what? I'm not alone, and that person is actually making it, and she's a single mom, and although she's a single mom and she's having to juggle all these different activities every day, she's still smiling and she's doing it. And Ashley's actually a great example of that. Speaking of getting to know her, she's got 2 girls, one teenage girl and one that'll be a teenager before we know it.
Oh, I know. Yes.
And she juggles it by herself. I mean, you have an amazing family and support system, no doubt, and that's always nice to have. But basically, you've been mom and dad to these girls.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But yet you still you have days sometimes to where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but you push through and you make it. And there's some women out there who might be in a relationship and they stay in it because they are afraid they wouldn't be able to make it.
And I've done that. And, and you look back and you learn from things that you've gone through, about how to make different choices, how to make better choices, and know that you have to do whatever it is. And another thing is the fact of having, like we were talking about, having someone, to empower you. There is always going to be someone that has gone through something similar to you.
Right. So it's basically being a role model.
And I know that through a lot of some of the discussions, you've raised 3 kids and you've gotten through those teenage years. And so
I don't know how.
I know, but and here I am just entering them. And so it's definitely been helpful to, whether you give me advice or just listen to my griping.
But sometimes it feels good. Like whenever I'm talking to somebody like yourself or somebody who's going through a situation with their kids, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'll think back like, you know what? I remember those days.
Right.
And I don't miss them to a certain extent, but sometimes I'm like, I'd give anything to be able to go back to those days. But at the same time, I can also look at you and say, I promise you, you're going to get through this, and there's going to be other challenges come, and you're going to get through those too. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be a grandma like me with grandkids and all that kind of good stuff, and you'll look back and laugh. But yeah, I mean, that's the one good thing about getting older is you also become wiser. And I think if we use our struggles as words of encouragement to others, that's a great way to empower each other as women and as people, period. I mean,
I agree.
As human, it's pretty awesome that you can look back on your struggles and try to empower. I mean, there's people who have, went through situations and thought, oh my gosh, I don't think I'll ever get through this. And then they do. And then all of a sudden, God put someone in your path and they're going through that same thing you went through, and you're able to tell them, hey, you know what? You're going to make it. So, yep, that's definitely several ways that you can empower each other. Oh my gosh, we have our first caller, Ashley.
Yay.
I don't know how to answer this phone, although he told me how. Let's go. I bet if I push that little button right there.
Oh, no.
Come on.
We're sorry. Hello?
Thank you for calling Ladies Talk. You're live, I think.
You're quite welcome, although I'm not a lady. At least not yet. I haven't finished up my surgery yet.
Jeff.
You're one of us. He's been awesome.
Yeah, definitely. How you doing, ladies?
We're good. Where's
Good.
Bree at?
Great. She is in Georgia, and I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, wow. So you're out of town working.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, though.
Oh,
Looking
cool.
forward to it. Miss her.
Oh, cool.
Miss her
cool.
when I pull out of the driveway, actually.
Oh, I know you do. She's, I'm sure, and I bet she misses you too. But hey,
She does. She's amazing. But
We're-
one thing y'all were talking about with the you being there for Ashley and your team at work and all that, and I had saw your post earlier about the Echo Lab coming in,
oh yes, yes, our store had a visit,
and I had actually commented on that saying great leaders create great teams.
right, right,
So the people under you are going to learn from you. They're going to build from you. They're going to strengthen from you. In the same way with your friends around you and people that you talk to, they'll build off of that. If you show them strength, they'll start getting it.
that's right. Yeah,
And I will tell you, I've met Ashley a few times. I don't know her all as well as you and Scott and all of your group down there in Conyers, since I'm so far away, but she always has a smile on her face. Every post that I see from her, she's always smiling and always happy. And I know a lot of single parents that are not in that. Excuse me, I'm outside and I'm freezing. I hate the cold weather. But I don't see a lot of single parents that always have that brightness to them as a single parent, trying to raise this kid, trying to raise that kid, trying to get them to cheerleading and everything else. But she always seems happy. So you're doing an amazing job, Ashley.
Well, thank you very much. Steph.
So I think we need to call her DJ Sunshine.
I was
kidding.
actually just
I was
thinking
like,
that.
"Oh,
on
she's
mine.
always kind of shining, so to be Sunshine. We're
There
getting
you go.
there.
She is always smiling. I don't think I've ever seen anything but a smile on her face, but you've already got that name, so.
Aw, I know, right? I got lucky with that one. I don't know, just landed right in it like a pile of crap or a pile of sunshine.
Actually, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job to be able to maintain what you are as a single parent.
Thank you.
You
Thank
just-
you.
Focus on your strengths, not any weaknesses that you may have. Just focus on what you're doing right.
Thank
Absolutely
you, Jeff.
agree
Jeff,
with
you
that.
give great advice for a guy. I'm gonna have to give it to you.
Yes.
That's
Well,
pretty awesome.
I think I got a little bit of Caitlyn Jenner in me. I don't know how, but
Okay. All right.
hey, it's just for fun, right?
Hey, I bet I know what it is. You got all that awesomeness from Scotty, right?
I learned how not to be like Scotty. Up to this point, he's actually, I know him from back in the days, and he has done a complete turnaround. Very proud of the guy. I think he learned a lot from me growing up.
There you go.
Because he had all the girlfriends, and I had none. Because I treated him with respect and
What
extremely
is it
shy
about
too.
those-
That kind of
What
helps.
is it about those bad boys? I mean, you know.
I have no idea. And I couldn't go that route, but you know what? He went his route. I went my route,
And look at you now.
and we ended up together.
Yep.
We should be a couple.
Yep. I think
married
y'all are.
you,
I think
sorry.
y'all are a couple. You know, a little bit of bromance
That-
there.
Oh yes.
I am so glad I reconnected with him. I mean, I did. When Scott and I were roommates, we just clicked from day one. We just, you had that connection with people,
Yeah.
and you can feel it and you can sense it. And that's the way Scott and I were.
Well, I'm
And
really.
then when I moved out, we lost touch for so long. And when I reconnected, got back in touch with him, it's like, oh my God, I felt like I had part of my life back.
Scotty said he had a route like the paper boy. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I bet you know what that means. He just
I'm going to have to
messaged me
sit down and
saying
think that one through.
But I'm glad that you two have stayed connected, and friendships like yours, they're far and few. And I can say the same thing about the friendship that I have with Ashley. And it means a lot whenever you have a bond like, whenever you can hold on to a friendship, and even though you might part for a few years, but hey, y'all are. That's the way life is, you know.
Yeah, he's texting me now. So
Oh boy. All right. Well, Jeff.
yeah,
do
but
you-
I tell you one thing though. Once I've reconnected with Scott and met you, Bree and I have met some of the best people in the world.
I
mean,
agree.
the group that y'all are around, Ashley, Philip, Abby, Chris, I mean, all of y'all, we hung out at our house. That was it. With my younger brother, and we watched TV. We have a few friends that we play poker with. But I mean, really close, great friends that if you needed something, they were there for you.
Yep.
We fit in all the people that y'all are around.
Well, that makes me smile to hear you say that. And I know that it makes Scotty smile. And I have to agree with you. I mean, I feel like we have a circle or a group of friends that, I mean, they're just priceless. I mean, I
Right.
can't think of anybody within our group. I mean, and it's huge. I mean, it just continues to grow. That I'm telling you, if any of us really needed anything, we're all there. And it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to you all too. But
It really does. I mean, it does, because
Scotty, you have to
tomorrow,
give Scotty a lot of credit for that. Just for Fun Radio and taking and taking his dream and using it the way that he has really motivated and touched so many lives in so many different ways. We all have a lot of fun together.
He really has touched a lot of people. I'm
Well, I don't want to
extremely
hear
proud
about
of
all
him.
that. I don't need to hear about all that,
He took medicine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But y'all, yeah, truly, your group, I feel strongly about the fact that if you ever need anything, you could go to anybody in your group and they would help you out, or even the whole group.
Absolutely.
Yep. And that
And
I
the way-
say that, like, whenever we're even speaking with potential sponsors, and I know this is going to sound a little bit cheesy to everybody, but we consider the people like that are a part of Just for Fun Radio who are sponsors, they all they're family to us. I mean, and I think it's really cool how something just happened. I think Scotty's either messing with me or maybe I did that. But anyway, we all support each other as a whole at Just for Fun Radio.
Y'all really do.
We really do.
I mean,
we try hard.
Karen at Gravity, Dusty and Todd over at Social House.
Yep.
We went out a week or so ago to get Bree a new tattoo or get one covered up. Went to Now or Never. We had a little bit of an issue there. Called Scott on it saying, hey, this is one of your sponsors. I just want to give you a heads up. And Scott was immediately, call this guy. He's one of the owners. Talked to him about it. Called the guy. It's just automatically, I am so sorry that happened, blah, blah, blah. Just a great person, very professional about it. So it's cool that Scotty really picks out people.
Oh, yeah.
That
I mean,
are
I'm telling you,
stand-up people like him.
Can't just anybody. I mean, it's not about the money. It really isn't. Like, we've had opportunity to pick up sponsors and we have to sit back and go, you know what? I don't know about that. I mean, you got to feel good about telling people to go somewhere. I take pride.
It's like that. What was that? Quaker State, I think it was, had that commercial, What's in a Name?
Oh, yeah.
And you had the guy that his name was Freddy Krueger trying to do a babysitting gig, and all these people with these weird names, and it's always about what's in a name. I mean, it really is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I
It is
really
true.
do. I take pride in the fact that I can say, hey, go to, Revolution Threads and see Jennifer, or go to Rob's performance and see Rob, go see Karen at Gravity. I mean, I take a lot of pride in that. And I know Scotty does. I mean, it's almost like they're hand picked, but yet they picked us. So we're pretty blessed to have.
Exactly. I mean, it's a very close-knit family.
Yep.
I know people do anything for each other that they can. And
But you know what? Big corporate radio don't do that. The big guys, they don't do that.
Well, come tomorrow, depending on how it goes, I may need the Just for Fun family to help me hide a body.
Uh-oh. Well, look, let's talk about that off the air.
Right. Yes.
Let's talk about that off the air. But hey, Scotty, he's got your back. If not,
You
don't
heard
do
him the other day. I don't know if you heard the morning show. It's an old joke going around that when someone blocks your number and calls you, when you answer, just say, the job's done, blood's everywhere, gotta go. So I had one of my employees call Scott and do that, and he's going, "What? Huh?" It was pretty funny.
Oh heck,
I like having fun.
I
I
probably
like,
missed it. I was at that daggum day job. Yeah,
yeah.
but
So I like having fun with Scott. I like to be the butt of his jokes because
I
it
kind
helps
of like.
keep the show
Hey, I
going
kind of
on.
like having fun with Scott too, just for the record. Ha ha ha. Okay, you didn't.
Yeah,
laugh
I
about
know.
that.
He showed me
Ba-doom,
videos.
boom. Oh no! All right. Well,
Y'all have a great evening. Let me
thank you,
let some of
Jeff.
these
You
other
too,
listeners,
Jeff.
which they need to start calling in.
I know everybody call in. Hey, if you'd like to call in, the number is 678-8. No, the number has changed, hasn't it? Has the number
678
changed?
760 1556.
There you go.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yay!
Program-
Woohoo!
Program it in your phone. Put it at the top of your favorites list.
Yes. Amen to that. Well, you have
You
a
ladies
safe
have a
trip
great night.
on your way home. Have a safe travels. Give and share a hug with Bree for me whenever you make it there. Okay.
Yeah, I surely will. You ladies take care.
All
You
right. Bye,
too.
love. So, Scotty said DJ giggles.
Really?
It should be
Really?
giggles.
Giggles?
Not jiggles. He's not talking about those jugs. He said giggles.
Why? I don't
Um,
giggle that much.
I don't really think that's too bad. Did you just giggle? I just watched you bounce up and down in the chair. Y'all should have been watching
No,
YouTube.
that
If
was
you're not, you
jiggling.
missed
That
it.
was not giggling.
Yeah,
Actually, I think I was doing
I think you were doing a
both.
little bit of both. Oh my gosh,
All right.
that is too funny. Time has really, really flown by.
I know
tonight,
it
hasn't
has.
Well, there was something, and I'm so I can't. My mind is never clear, but anyway, there was something that I was going to suggest to you as far as a name, and it just kind of went phew over my head because you are giggling and jiggling and all that good stuff. Scotty said, "See it giggle, watch it jiggle." She's not Jello.
Oh my
DJ
gosh,
Jello
Scotty.
in the house.
Wow.
Hey, it's funny because the next thing I was going to point out whenever it comes to it, women empowering each other was to compliment each other. So, that is a great way to empower each other is compliments. So the fact that I was complimenting your jiggling jugs
Wow.
should be empowering.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Well, I'm not going to run the show over too late because I know that it's the first night. And I'm going to save some of this stuff because look, now that I'm on the go here, on a roll, so to speak, I'm remembering all the stuff that I want to talk about tonight. But the first 45 minutes to an hour, I just spoke nervously because nerves had me.
yeah, well, it had both of us. So,
Yep. But it's been a whole lot of fun. And thanks, Jeff, for calling in. And everybody else do what he said and say the number 678-760-1556. And let everybody know that Ladies Talk is back. And I promise you that next week's going to be even better than this week. And it's just going to keep getting better from here. I would love to hear stories from women and guys, of course, that are going to help inspire each other and get going. And, a lot of times I use Mondays kind of like my new year, my fresh start.
right.
So it'd be kind of cool, like if on Mondays, whenever we come in here, like we have a plan for the week and like we've taken on a new goal or something of that nature, and then come back next week and talk about how it's gone for us. And it doesn't have to always be like working out. And, I know I focus on that on and off every other day. And
we try.
we do
Okay,
try. We do try. I haven't been to the gym at all. I didn't go at all last week, but anyway, everybody do everything you can to inspire each other and inspire yourself. Because if you're looking to try to make people in your life happy, it needs to start with you first, because I've learned in my older years that I make everyone around me a lot happier when I'm happy, because when I'm not the best me, of course I can't be the best person to them. So always work on yourself first and just know that it'll fall in line as far as everybody else that you care about and love. And I guess that right there is my I don't know, my inspirational speech for the evening.
Well, I agree with every single bit of it.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You wouldn't lie to me, were you? Tell me
Of
the
course
truth, right?
not.
Everybody, we surely do appreciate you listening to Just for Fun Radio, not just for ladies talk, but all the time. They'll be back live in the morning, 7:30 a.m. for DJ Scotty and the Fun Crew, of course. Monday through Friday, you can check them out. And tomorrow night, we have Tech Talk with Alex. If you haven't checked out Tech Talk yet, then you're missing out because I'm telling you, he comes up with a lot of cool stuff on there. And he has Danielle that joins him on Google Hangout. Everybody check it out. I'd love to have some of you join us through Google Hangout.
We need to do that.
I'm so
next week.
anxious to try that. That would be really cool. So if anybody wants to try it, get with me and we'll see if we can help you get hooked up so that you can join us. And then Wednesday night is the World According to Mike. So you have a military Mike. He'll be in the studio doing his thing. And, well, everybody that knows Mike and will understand the world according to Mike. But he's got a view all his own, and it's a lot of fun. But just remember, everything we do here on Just for Fun Radio is for fun. And everybody, if you get the opportunity to show any, go out to the social house, visit the social house, you need your car fixed, go Rob's Performance, you need to get your drink on, make your own home brew, go to Gravity. I could go on and on. You need your poop pampered. If you need your pup pampered, go to the Pampered Pooch. If you're looking for a new used vehicle, check out Turn and Burn Motors in Conyers. They have some really great vehicles, and they've been making a lot of customers happy. Make sure you tell Jack we said hi and that we sent you. And, of course, there's Now or Never and Dr. for great tattoos and Dr. Ink Eraser if you need to get rid of one of those. And we've got Karin at American Family Insurance. You can go see Karin and James. In fact, I'm going to be getting with her tomorrow about my mom's insurance, so I'm excited about
I
that.
have to go see her too.
Yeah, everybody is really American Family. You want a good insurance quote, give them a call because Karin does an amazing job there. And I could just go on and on. We have so many great sponsors now. It's such a great feeling, but definitely go check out Revolution Threads and say hi to Jennifer out there in the historic Portadale next to the social house, of course. I'm just trying to think. I feel like I'm missing somebody, Ashley. Copy Central.
Yeah, there you go.
Copy Central. Kathy Bragg. How can I forget Kathy Bragg? Because that's Dustin Bragg's mom.
Of course.
But anyway, everybody, we appreciate everybody's support, everybody listening in. We'll be back next Monday, 7 p.m. Until then, this is DJ Smiles. I'm checking out. And
this is whatever my new name's going to be.
Giggles sounds pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to be Giggles.
All right, everybody, submit your request or your idea for Ashley's name, and we're gonna all see what we can come up with. And everybody have a great night. Go out and do something just for fun. Again, tune into the morning show, 7:30 a.m. bright and early.
See ya.
See ya. Bye-bye. Say bye to the camera.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.